Testing. Most disturbing TikToks and videos coming straight at you. It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck. You better lock in and buckle up, bucko. Keep your head on a straight swivel. Let's go. Another exciting stream coming back to back on you guys. So you definitely better lock in and buckle up. Disturbing videos, theories, TikToks that will keep you up all night with your boy Jet Ski Chuck diving in tonight. The day after Christmas. Let's get after it. Let's go. How are you all feeling? Let me get my chat popped up. I listen. Amen. All right, I got you guys now. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. $64 people in here. Let's go. Chat is loading. That must be going crazy. Mine can't catch up. Oh, here it is. I got you. Remember, Light Buddha Mike. Felton, Eagle, there it is. Okay, I see you guys loud and clear. Sarah in the building. Dale, Sandy, Steel Bars. What's going on? Hey, Brian Buckles. Be sure you guys slap that like button. We're in for another exciting one. Almost at 100 already. Yo, what's good, Mike? Tampa in the house. Everybody, what state are you from? We are international. I was going through the insights. We got people really from all over. Like only like 60% is like from the United States. So we're really international out here. UK, what's good? Australia. Golden Rule TV. Yes, you was caught alive, my friend. We are going to dig in today. Vancouver, Washington. All right, we got 100 people in here. It's time to get started. Yeah, so we were in the book. We're going to check out a video by my lunch break that ties into what this was talking about a little bit, I believe. I don't know. I didn't read it yet. But it says Osiris in the independent lands. Lost my place. But it says Osiris in the independent lands. So that got me thinking. I think our boy just dropped a video about Osiris. So what a perfect timing for us to dive into that. I believe we're on chapter 11. Oh yeah, this is it, right? Yeah. So we're going to be digging that way into the Egyptian archaeology. Amy, welcome. Is an official buckled up bucko for only 99 cents. Please remember to like and share and subscribe. I appreciate that, Steel Bars. A lot of hard work, dedication, consistency. You already know. But let's get this party started. We got 100 people in here. To warm this thing up, we're going to start with my lunch break. Then I got a couple TikToks we can react to tied with this, and then we can just get digging, see where it leads up. You guys already know our style. Something is said, and then we dive into what is being said on these waters. All different types of disturbing and creepy theories coming right at you. But first up, like I said, videos by My Lunch Break. Be sure to check them out, like, subscribe. And yeah, I have not seen this. I've been wanting to see this. And I'm like, we need to do this together. He's got like 4 of them I really want to see. What it do, XLR, Steel Bars, Amy.
The Great Tomb of Osiris, Egypt, a location that in 2022 just found a tunnel beneath the temple at a depth of 20 meters or 65 feet underground. The tunnel is 2 meters high or 6.5 feet and 1,305 meters long, 4,281 feet. Supposedly constructing this to transport water to the old world, where another article tells us that a secret tunnel was discovered, a geometric miracle, telling us that the purpose of the tunnel is still unclear. Take a look at this tunnel. This is all for water transportation?
There's no way this was just for water transportation. Something is afoot here. There's no way they're just going to do that just for their water. There's no way, guys. Excuse me. No, I'm doing good. Bro, they fight wars. I believe it.
You tell me. The previous civilization that was extremely advanced and had technology that would blow our minds today. A civilization that we are not being told about within our textbooks. A group telling all of us that we are all the most advanced civilization to ever be here. Is that the truth? I don't believe so. It is an exact replica of the Tunnel of Eupalinus in Greece. That one also transported water. How is this possible for replica tunnels to be constructed all over the world, 484 miles apart from each other? We're gonna get into the twin tunnels in Greece in a minute. An exact replica of the tunnels found in 2022 in Egypt.
Don't forget the tunnels in Germany. Ancient ruins are the remains of the Nephilim city, says DJ. I'm gonna have to say the same thing, honestly. That's where I'm at too. Audio's much better. Let's go.
They tell us that they found it in 2022. But remember, They have had LiDAR, and I'm sure things much more powerful than that, for a very long time. They've finally exposed these tunnels to the public in 2022 is exactly what I'm reading, especially when we are told that various archaeologists have been working on the site since 1998. So they've been there a while, telling all of us that in 2022, somebody finally decided to say, hey guys, you know what? I know we're at an incredible site. After decades of having this technology, how about we finally get the LiDAR out and see if there's anything under our feet? No.
They need the LiDAR so much. If you don't know what LiDAR is, it's basically a radar system that can go underground and map it and give us a good idea of what it looked like underground. Michelle Laurie, what's good? XLR. This vid is like a belated Christmas present. Can't get enough of this channel and this wisdom. Let's go. For entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
No, this did not happen. They did not wait until 2022. And we all know this. Using a combination of ground-penetrating radar and traditional archaeological excavation techniques. If this is seriously the case, which I don't believe it is, but if they seriously waited until 2022 to finally use the LiDAR, then I think they really need our help. I could have told them about the LiDAR like 20 years ago. Tunnels, yet again, in every city, every continent. The old world operated underground, so much more underground than above it. I believe what is below our feet is so much more than we could ever imagine. I believe that these tunnels that we are shown, they're just hallways to the bigger overall structures underground. Just like we have shown in Chicago, we have exposed the underground networks under our feet. The 17 levels of tunnels in episode 84. They are everywhere. So of course the tunnels are in Egypt. If you've been following this channel for the past 103 episodes, get ready. In 2010, archaeologists discovered a huge granite statue of a king that was, of course, headless. We have found headless statues over and over. This statue was not headless when they found it. We know this. They destroy these heads because their heads would show that our history is a complete lie. And there were people or beings that did not look like us at all. This head was removed. It was chopped off and destroyed.
What statue was that? It looked clean though. If we go back and just look at like what it would take to make
Heads,
this,
because their head,
like this was a smooth statue. I don't know if this is marble or what, but they knocked the head clean off like a Mortal Kombat fatality. Why? What are they trying to hide? Was it an eagle head, a lion head? What was it?
heads would show that our history is a complete lie. And there were people or beings that did not look like us at all. This head was removed. It was chopped off and destroyed. And this is not a random guess anymore. This is based on repeated patterns, finding the same pattern over and over in every continent. Repetition is the key, and we hold the keys now. We have unlocked the truth that they are hiding, what these individuals truly looked like.
Oh yeah, we need to see this. Shout out to Gator Greg.
Not all of them, but without a doubt, some from the old world. What happened to the stone heads from all of these sites? They just fell off? Time and time again? Okay, fine. Let's pretend that they just fall off. Then what? These stone heads, they just run away? They disappear? The stone heads of the past just fall off and then it's missing forever. No, we are not buying this narrative anymore. We have all seen it too many times. And once you see it, you don't go back to not seeing it. It only gets clearer and clearer. A clear and obvious attack on our true history.
You would need something powerful. I feel like a clean stroke wouldn't do that. Or would it? Like they took like a sledgehammer to it or something.
We are also told that this site, this temple, likely contained the burial of a significant royal personality, possibly Cleopatra. Again,
Wasn't Cleopatra like supposedly like one of the most beautiful queens, powerful queens ever, or something like that? We need to do some more research on Cleopatra. What's good, Saltwater? Michael.
And destroying this location in the 1930s and calling it a restoration project. Our timeline, yet again. They just found this place and removed anything that would expose this false narrative. One side of this temple of Osiris, which is believed to be the resting place of Cleopatra, where we all know that they have located Cleopatra at this site, as well as other things. For anybody unaware, Cleopatra was the last queen of ancient Egypt. Again, I don't believe that this is thousands of years ago, like we've all been told.
Yeah, if you quick read the caption, she was super beautiful, intelligent, powerful. Cleopatra.
I believe that the previous civilization was what we call the 14 or 1500s, with a mass reset taking place and restarting everything beginning in the 1700s. And we have seen so much evidence of this. I believe that the great fires in every city, or I like to say great bombs, and the population data, the inventions flying at us over and over in the last 200 years, the state of the buildings that are all here today in every city.
If you just look at this building and look at everything around it, that wasn't supposed that's not supposed to, everything around it I feel like isn't supposed to be there. This is the only thing that like looks like it was made for a purpose. Like everything else around it looks out of place, and that building doesn't look out of place to me.
That don't belong in our timeline, such as the Cologne Cathedral or the Milan Cathedral. Taking all of this into consideration, I believe that all of this together and much more, it fully exposes this. Cleopatra was the final leader of Egypt, supposedly. It marked the end of Egypt's reign as an independent kingdom. Now, who knows if these are just stories for adults, like we have seen so many times. But I do believe there is significance to these characters. These locations, they find text, tablets, and I am sure they find technology at these sites. And I'm guessing that the best technology from the old world is buried with these significant.
They definitely removed something from that slot. A missing piece. And whenever it's letting us know too much, they're knocking something out.
Characters, these leaders of the old world. So finding these individuals from the old world is very important to the group today. Technology that may not be just physical, where we see that Gilgamesh asked Utnapishtim for the secrets to immortality, the technology to live forever, where he found a plant that can restore youth. Now, I know that a lot of people know what I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna say it because we all know that is not allowed. But when you know, you know. And it's very interesting when you see people that hold or have held power today asking for FOIAs, requesting documents relevant to the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh, the current location of his body, and the location of buried Nephilim. Can you believe this? These people are actively looking into this information just like we are. Because whoever can find this old world technology may hold the power today. That's all a guess, of course.
You guys do know what they're talking about, right? Steel Bars, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let's go with the $2 donations. My brother in the UK. You guys do know about Gilgamesh, right? In case you don't, let's do a quick recap. Activate submersible. Because there are some people that say that they found Gilgamesh like in cryostasis or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. What was it?
Hello everyone, I'm back with. Hello everyone, I'm.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Hello everyone, I'm back with.
Brad. We are just getting into some juicy stuff, brother. Because if you don't know about Gilgamesh, there's a couple people saying that they already found him. And this is him. Check this out.
More proof that we're living in the upside down. Shortly before the Iraq invasion in April of 2003, George Fassbinder, a German archaeologist in an area that used to be covered up by the Euphrates River, found the body of Gilgamesh and Enkidu along with the tomb. If you don't already know, it is claimed in the Epic of Gilgamesh that Gilgamesh is buried beneath the Euphrates River. Gilgamesh is claimed to be the fifth post-Diluvian ruler who built the great temples and cities, also restoring Uruk after the flood, which is now known as Iraq. Gilgamesh is alleged to be 2/3 god and 1/3 human. His mother was a goddess and his father was a human king of Uruk. Many of the structures found around the tomb were described in the Epic of Gilgamesh. His body is found with Enkidu, the demigod like.
So, is this Enkidu and the other person supposed to be Gilgamesh? Because there's two different bodies that we're looking at here.
Gilgamesh, who was sent to kill him. The two battled and eventually struck up an unlikely friendship. The Bible refers to him as Nimrod. Nimrod was the first world dictator, and as many Bible scholars believe, he will be the last.
And we've learned that's cuneiform, or I like to say cuneiform. We've learned that's cuneiform, the writing on the armor. When have we seen armor with cuneiform written on it though? Like that, this has got to be like the first time ever someone's found any type of armor or something written with cuneiform on it.
Is the world ready to receive the Antichrist, a world ruler able to perform miracles? Is this the strong delusion? Don't be fooled, the enemy is coming for you whether you accept it or not. And the sixth angel sounded, and
Oh, I forgot about this part. Listen carefully. Turn it up and listen. Do they have some type of Nephilim underground in the cave here? Like we're talking all this underground stuff. Listen to this. I forgot about this.
I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
Like you can hear like the chains moving, and their voice doesn't sound normal. It's like it's got like multiple windpipes or something.
Four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
I never heard nothing like that in my life. Like movies, scary movies, you know, is that a real sound of like some type of abomination, fallen angel? That, and you can hear the chains dangling, like it's got chains.
Accept it or not. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
If that ain't, tell me that's not a chain. This creature is chained down there by the sounds of it.
Hello everyone, I'm back with more proof that we're living in...
Guys, for entertainment purposes, I think that was real. Whatever giant, I don't know if they had a giant underground, if that was a Nephilim, but it's definitely something not normal by the sounds of it. Did you hear it gargling? It's like, you know, and then the chains though. It's crazy stuff, man. I wish I knew more. I wish I had more information. I wish I could tell you the location of where all this is. Euphrates River is all I got. You walk around Euphrates River, you might start hearing something. I'm telling you, with some chains, you better look out, bucko. All right, let's go back.
But our so-called guesses to this point, they're batting close to 1,000. We are not the only ones interested in the old world. We need to understand that we are all just getting caught up. This is and has been known for a very long time. Again, an exact replica of the tunnels in Greece. Tunnels that we are told are constructed in a geometric pattern. We have heard this before. That's right. The catacombs. And I'll ask you all, who...
Brad said there's a movie with the Titans chained in a mountain. That sounds exactly like what we just watched. And they made a movie about it? Yeah, we definitely... I wouldn't want those chains to break either. I hear you. Make sure you guys hit that like button.
Who builds on top of catacombs? Who does this? Should I just show you what used to be here? Should I show you what I think these tunnels really were? Should I show you what I think these tunnels used to be? Protected by our friends right here, where at some point before the 19th century, the 1800s, our timeline yet again, a church dedicated to St. John was built over the top of this geometric tunnel network. And we are just getting started. Welcome to episode 104 of my lunch break. I hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new, welcome. If you're suffering from daily aches and pains, please listen closely. Top medical experts have unveiled a natural pain reliever that is changing the way Americans fight pain. So I had to ask, why isn't there any water flowing anymore? The AI replies, the tunnel no longer carries water because it ceased its function a long time ago. Over the centuries, changes in water systems, natural shifts in water sources, and the development of new infrastructure all likely dried out the tunnel. So I replied, so we don't know exactly why. The tunnel doesn't have any water anymore. A tunnel that was meant to transport water, supposedly. No water in this tunnel, and it's never had water since we all got here. The AI replied, you're right. There isn't a completely clear or specific reason why the tunnel no longer carries water. Now, this is all in my opinion, but this was not meant to be a water aqueduct. This was a tunnel connecting so much more underground, and I believe it may have been a geometric catacomb where a church consistently is placed on top over and over, and we all just go pay to see the old world buried below our feet. Again, This is all in my opinion, based on what we have found and documented accounts with over 100 episodes of evidence now, especially when we think logically. These are identical geometric tunnel networks. This one in Greece has a church built on top of it in the 1800s. And the one in Egypt, we are told, holds human remains. So you tell me, are we correct or what? Yes, human remains, including bones and mummies, have been found in the tunnel networks with important burial rituals, identical geometric tunnels that we are all told were for water, with one having bodies inside of it. The other has a church on top of it. If you ask me, it's not sounding like a water aqueduct anymore. In fact, it's not at all. The tunnel network in Greece is on this group's list, along with the nearby Pythagorean, and that's less than a mile away, as well as the Hieron of Samos, only 4.41 miles away. We know that these tunnels are all connecting these sites, right under our feet. The site contains ancient Greek and Roman monuments and a famous ancient tunnel, all connected for miles. And then we evolve and advance into cowboys, riding around on donkeys and figuring out what a pencil is, constructing huts for future presidents, dirt roads and living by moonlight, and wiping with our hands in the front yard. It's just incredible how far we've come. From the year -4000, it's very clear at this point, somebody's lying. In Samos, Greece, they have found a sewage system, public and religious buildings, public baths, a stadium, as well as townhouses and condominiums, finding over 3,000 objects. And we all know that there was more. Going back to our original site in Egypt.
And that was all underground? Why not just tell us the truth, that they had sophisticated underground networks? Oh, my fault. That'll go completely against the narrative that they trying to push, that we was not that bright back in the day. But man, we honestly just trying to catch up.
Egypt. I just want to show you how incredible this place is. This is the temple that has a tunnel network underneath it. This is all right next to Alexandria. And I'll just let you know that tunnels extend under this entire city. And they have for a very long time. Remember, I think that these are catacombs. Before we expose this to the world, please hit that like button and subscribe. When you hit that like button and subscribe, the system pushes the video to brand new people every week. It helps share this information with so many more people that might have never even known that the previous civilization is right below their feet. Thank you to all of our badge members, all of our Patreons, and again, every single subscriber. We are on YouTube, Rumble, X, Instagram, TikTok, Rockfin. That this temple that holds tunnels that are identical to the ones in Greece, the ones that have a church on top of it, all supposedly for water, we are told. A geometric tunnel that doesn't even have water in it, with no proof that there ever was. Only 33 miles away from this temple, we unlock something incredible. The catacombs of Komel Shakafa, one of the most famous underground sites in Alexandria, Egypt. A large, multi-level underground burial site with tunnels, chambers, and tombs. And I'll ask you all again.
Hold on, we need to get that name of that catacomb name, because we're going to have to dive into that after this video. How do I spell it? Catacombs. Komel Shakafa. Yeah, we're diving in that. That's
Level underground burial site with tunnels, chambers, and tombs. And I'll ask you all again. Do you believe that these geometric tunnels, just 33 miles away, were just for water? We were told that they found bones in the tunnels that were all meant for water. At which point do we start saying, yeah, That's not adding up. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a water tunnel to me. If it doesn't start adding up now, then we need to go back to episodes 72, 78, and 92. These episodes expose that the previous civilization is currently under our feet in so many major cities, telling us what the dead center really means. These catacombs are beneath Alexandria, Egypt, where we are told that over time, most of the bodies, most of the bones have either decayed, no, or they were removed. I would say yes. They were removing bones from this site. It is so odd what they have done without us really knowing or ever paying attention before this, with no specific records detailing the exact number of bones or human remains found within the site of Alexandria, Egypt, keeping no records of the bones that they removed. Can you believe this? Remember in episode 96, when they found 7,000 skulls underground, and they had elongated skulls, and they hid them from us, and still do. It is estimated that the remains of 7,000 individuals were found in the hypogeum. 7,000 individuals were found. And though many of the bones were lost early in the excavation process, most of the skulls, not all of them, but most of them, were deposited at the National Museum. 7,000 individuals from the old world were discovered inside this underground complex, though many of the bones were lost in excavation. What? A small percentage of the 7,000 bones. They just told us that they destroyed many of the bones, have an abnormal cranial elongation. Why do you think that they removed all the bones? The skulls from this location. Why do you think this is? Do you think that they might not look like us? Would this expose their nonsense? I believe so. We have a clear admission right here, 33 miles away, that they had removed the bones. Now, do you still think?
Guys, I definitely think elongated skulls is a thing, because I did a video myself not too long ago. You guys remember the cone heads? It's called like Homo sapien or something like that. It's been a minute, but yeah, the cone heads based on a true story, guys. It's crazy times we living in.
This is a geometric tunnel just for water. I do not. I believe that we have fully exposed what that really is. This research is really incredible, the further that we go. A necropolis. What is a necropolis? I don't believe that we've exposed this question yet. What does a necropolis mean? What is a necropolis? We see them all over from the old world. The catacombs lie beneath the Western necropolis of Alexandria, a cemetery, especially a large one, belonging to an ancient city.
Damn. It just blows your mind, because you hear about necropolis all the time. Well, I do, because I used to play games. And like, when you actually break down the meaning of the words, the ancient city, it's just all adding up, guys.
A necropolis. Have we just unlocked something massive? The location of where the previous civilization, where all of these people are now buried. Have we just unlocked something massive? A bone-chilling moment in this research, where we are all told that there are thousands of necropolises around the world, ranging from small burial sites to vast ancient cities of the dead. Thousands of them. I believe we are about to take this research so much further than anybody could have ever imagined in the upcoming episodes. Where the necropolis in Turkey, we are told more than 1,200 tombs have been discovered, with many of them containing multiple burials. Estimates suggest that thousands of individuals were buried there from the old world. Have we just located the previous civilization worldwide, containing the remains of many generations of people from different timelines, necropolises? I cannot wait to share what we have just found. I'll be back next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as always, with so much more.
Guys, that is wild. Over 1,000 necropolises. Is that another name for catacombs? And when we think about Tartarians, we all think, where did they go? There's no way they could all end up in catacombs, could they? I think they went to the lands beyond. A lot of them escaped. That's my personal thoughts on it. What do you guys think? We gotta run another one back. I feel like we're just getting warmed up. Smash that like button. We're almost at 800 people. Turn up. It's your boy Jesky Chuck on these creepy and disturbing theories and TikToks reactions. Hit that like button. Testing. Hit that like and sub. Welcome, Rebecca. We got to get another one in, guys. I'm so behind on lunch break. So let's put one more in the chamber before we read. Well, better yet, I got a better plan. We're going to check out another one. But before we do that, we got to dig off in this Osiris situation. All right, guys. Got a couple Osiris statues I wanted you guys to check out. Tell me your thoughts.
As an ancestor. And the ancient Romans also worship Osiris as their ancestors.
This looks like an authentic Osiris artifact. See if we can find another one.
In my last video, we explored the
Says in my last video, we explored a mysterious black goo inside Osiris's. Did they find his tomb? And was there black goo inside his tomb? Ancient Egyptian coffins and mysterious of black goo. Unlocking a variety of fascinating information, both symbiotic and practical. We had an in-depth look at a mysterious sticky substance, symbolizing regeneration in Egyptian and gods. Because we did an episode not too long ago about that black goo.
Ceremonies and practice, we're not entirely sure. But what I can say for sure is that that video does not reveal the tomb of Osiris. Follow for more fun history facts. No, archaeologists did not just find the tomb of Osiris in the Nile. This is pseudo-archaeology and complete misinformation. This video has popped up online recently with like nearly 2 million views, trying to explain how scientists have just found the tomb of Osiris. Now, for those of you who don't know, Osiris is a very important god in the ancient Egyptian pantheon who is very heavily involved with the afterlife. But I think it goes without saying that no tomb and no coffin has been discovered. This video refers to multiple sources and events over many years, and quite frankly I don't really understand how it strings things together. It does heavily refer to this structure found in 2015 by a team of Italian-Spanish archaeologists just off near Luxor. The structure those archaeologists believe is meant to mimic some sort of funerary structure associated with the god Osiris. Most likely used for religious ceremonies and practices, although we're not entirely sure. But what
So they did find a tomb, but they're trying to say it's not the actual tomb. But we don't know. What did they find inside? They don't tell nobody nothing.
I can say for sure is that that video does not reveal the tomb of Osiris. Follow for more fun history fact. No, archaeologists did not just find the tomb of meant to mimic some sort. It does heavily refer to this structure found in 2015 by a team of Italian-Spanish archaeologists just off near Luxor. The structure those archaeologists believe is meant to mimic some sort of funerary structure associated with the god Osiris. Most likely used for religious ceremonies and practices.
So they did find something. Did they find the actual tomb of Osiris? That will be to be continued. So much interesting stuff. Let me see if I can find some more. While we're here.
So, have you ever heard of
They're saying this one has alien symbols. It just looks like Anubis, doesn't it? Guys, this one doesn't have any sound to it. This video, by the way. What are those balls in there, though? But it does glow in the dark. Sorry if I was muted that whole time. I was sitting here trying to figure out if it lights up, but it didn't. But it did glow in the dark. That was crazy. Let's keep diving on these alien artifacts. See what else we can find. Hit that like button. We're almost at a band, 1,000. Hit that like, share. Let's go crazy. I'm not done. I got more artifacts. Here's another one. This one has a lion's head, but they got the head still intact with this one. They did not knock the head off of this one, but it is a lion's head. Very interesting. There goes the dog-headed people. What did they hear? Somebody, what was it? Some type of Christopher, some type of saint. They depicted him having a dog head. Why would they make this though? Why go this hard on a marble statue if it's just, if it's just for fun? Somebody's not telling the truth here when I look at this. When I look at this statue, I see somebody's not telling the truth. And look how it's looking up. This creature is looking up, guys. Oh my word, what is this? Did they find a Homer Simpson statue with a car? There's no way. There's no way that this is real. A Homer Simpson with a minivan. There's no way. Is that real? You thought I was done? I got another one for you. What is this? Were they 3D printing? This is a 3D pharaoh head, guys. Was it some type of mold? What was it for? This definitely looks 3D though from here, but it's actually pushed in by the looks of it. Lion men also in the Bible. Kelly, I am calling Cap, bro. Lewis, what's up, Jet Ski Chuck? What's good? Were they 3D printing is the question. What is this? Some type of... Is this a crown? Three foreign wives. Oh, one wife wore that. I guess this is a crown a wife wore. Two gazelles. Well, that's definitely a piece to wear. Way cooler than a hat. See someone pull up on you with a gazelle, two gazelles on the front of it. Like, damn, that's royalty. All right, guys, we got another banger coming up soon. We're just digging off in these artifacts. Oh, we got a creepy one. This wouldn't be Dark Waters 9 if I didn't play something like this. So brace yourselves, because we're about to go into Dark Waters 9 in 3 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. All right, I done warned you. We're officially in Dark Waters 9. Let's go. What is this? Is that a real mummy? This is how you start Pharaoh's revenge type stuff going on, you know? They got them on full display. And if I'm not mistaken, this looks a little bit giant, doesn't it? This doesn't look normal size. Is this a giant? That looks about 7 feet, doesn't it? 8 foot, maybe? You guys tell me. Evans, Brad, Ryan, Rumac in the building. Let's go. Those legs do look long. Like a Kevin Durant or something, you know? All right. I'm not done with you. We got more. What is going on here? They're at some temple and a green hand is appearing. I'm not sure how real this is, but it does look like some type of alien. If you look in the back, it does look like some type of alien. Why would they make his head that big? Hey Chuck, come here, check this out. Evans, thank you for the $1.99. Come here, I'm not done with you. I got another one for you. But explain this, guys. Y'all got to show Chuck some love. Hit that like button. We should be at least 900 likes. Hey, let's go, baby turtle. Be sure you guys slap that like button. We're just getting started. We got a lot more. This is a juicy video today. Evans with the 49.99. Let's go. The strongest Hadouken ever. How do I pin that? That is huge. Evans, that was huge, brother. Thank you. I'm going to put that up for us. Evans with the Hadouken. Let's go. Knock me out of my cockpit in space with that Hadouken. But yeah, guys, let's get back to this one. This one looked interesting.
Egyptian texts. They've been hiding this from you. The Sphinx wasn't just a guard. They've been hiding this from you. The Sphinx wasn't just a guardian of the pyramids. It's the key to a hidden underground city. But that's not even the craziest thing that was recently discovered. In ancient Egyptian texts, there are references to hidden chambers, saying, "Beneath the lion lies the heart of our knowledge." The Sphinx was carved over 4,000 years ago, so what secrets lie beneath it? This is where things get scary. In recently discovered papyrus scrolls, it's said that the Sphinx wasn't merely a statue, but an entrance to an advanced ancient civilization known as the Osirians. The scrolls specifically mention that the Osirians, who possessed advanced engineering and knowledge, built a vast underground city beneath the Sphinx to protect their wisdom and technology from invaders. However, once the Osirians vanished, their city was sealed, and the true purpose of the Sphinx was hidden to keep their advanced knowledge out of the wrong hands. This explains why ground-penetrating radar has detected anomalies beneath the Sphinx, and why access to these areas remains restricted. They've been...
If you guys want to go to the Grand Canyon, if you want to go to under the Sphinx, if you want to go beyond the Antarctic wall, you better forget about it, because they're guarding that. You better bet your bottom dollar that they're guarding it, guys.
Hiding this from you. They've been hiding this from you.
I got more. We got a juicy night. It looks like they found something. Let me see this. Oh, yeah, that's what we were doing wrong. Let's try this. Alright, here's another oddly weird Egyptian alien artifact. Took me a little bit, but here it is.
These were dug out of the ground, and this guy
really
here appears to be an armband. Top and a base. Type of
He's got some type of music banging. I'm not sure if I can play the song or not. But it looks like he dug these up from a cave. It has some type of dial on it. A crystal cauldron like Indiana Jones? Come on, man. The Smithsonian would have been knocking on your door. And then this one. Did he really dig these up? Is my question. Or did someone make these? We're moving on. Let's get some more. Oh, yeah. People look at these all the time. Look at this. They say that's a sarcophagus or that's a coffin they put pharaohs in. They're not putting something that giant in there. They was using that for electricity, y'all. Randy Ann was good. Ancient technology, says Brad. I'm telling you, ancient technology. You guys already know. And this thing, they filled it with water and had that whole, well, from reading this book, we learned that the pyramids, they use those as energy centers for the resets. They said, oh, we need another reset. Oh, we gotta boot up 18 pyramids. This next reset is gonna cost 18 pyramids at 110% power. It sounds like that's how they got down with the pyramids. And this is just a small piece of the puzzle. Don't worry, we're gonna be reading it soon, but we're turning up on this live. It's time to dive in these artifacts for a little bit. Because they're definitely finding different stuff. Oh, here's a good one. They hit the treasure trove jackpot. 3D printed statues everywhere. There's your boy Osiris back there. Thinking about it, cats do have good posture. You always see a cat upright, 2 paws in the front. Why paint the inside of it if it's a mold? I think that's just a different style of art, honestly. They didn't use those for 3D molds, but I honestly think they just used it for like something cool, something else cool to look at. Cats are awesome. I want to know what would happen if the pyramids was destroyed. That's a good question. Oh yeah, remember when we were talking about Gilgamesh? Here's him with some red fluid though. Help make this sense. Help me with this situation. 'Cause look, if we play this, look at this red fluid he's in. You know, is it like a red glass? Or is it some type of red fluid that they found him in? Because this is crazy, honestly. We ain't got no updates on it. They drop a piece of paper to show you it's not liquid. It's glass. It's like some red is it mercury? Did they put them in mercury? Be sure y'all slap that like button. 900 of us in here. Rumac, you right. But I really want to know about this red liquid though, y'all. And look at this. This ain't even the same. I feel like they hitting us with the Mandela effect and they giving us something new. Because I don't even remember this. It's like they keep trying to show us something different. We done seen 4 or 5 different bodies of Gilgamesh. Did they really just hit us with another Mandela effect? The red fluid was probably part of the preservation. Looks like a robot. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Red eyes. They found a princess with fluid. They drained it, and she was black. It says Kitty G. Gilgamesh was 2/3 demigod. I think I heard about that girl that they found. You know, there's a lot of people saying it's about 50-50. I think we're smart enough to lift stones. We'll get the real treasures. That's what we've been waiting for, says Ryan Douglas. Well, let's get back to it because that's not the only one. Like, how did they even find it? Like, how did they even find where that red fluid was? They said this is Witch's Cave. There's no way I would be walking down this cave. You can forget about it. There's no way I would be going down there. I would send a drone first. Look, somebody's been in there stacking rocks too. What's that white stuff? Is that calcium or something? What in the world? Did it have a tide pool underground? What was that? Show us the goodies. What do you have there, young man? Oh, this might be good. Are they selling these artifacts? What is that? Mercury inside? It looks like there's some type of liquid inside there. Gold-plated books, maybe? What the heck is going on here? Electric generating stone. Could this be some type of ancient custodian stone? Did they use these for batteries for the UFOs? What is this electric generating stone doing? Those are seals of Solomon in that book, said Barry Burkholder. I need that book in my collection, said Ryan Douglas. If you hit any rock hard enough, you'll get a spark. That's a beautiful point. But he's barely tapping this one though, and he's getting electric wattage. Lithium. Oh, is this a lithium rock or something? Is this lithium in its raw form? I don't know. I never seen a lithium or know what it looks like. Is this lithium? This is called Golden Book of the Pharaohs. That is pretty cool how it spun like that to get open. How cool would it be if this was an actual Pharaoh book that they actually found, but it looks so new. I wouldn't say so. But it is a very cool concept, though. I will admit. I like how each page has more wiring. It's a very cool idea. And the key for the book, that was out cold, guys. Huge shout out to My Lunch Break. We're diving in deep again. We're doubling up on this episode. We're diving even deeper on these waters. We need to see about these giants. What's up with these statues? Why are they knocking the heads off the statues? My Lunch Break, talk to us.
What if the history that we've all been told has hidden the truth about who we are, what we're doing here, and what has been here before us? Welcome to Sardinia, Italy, where we have located the giants of Monte Prama. After 4 excavation campaigns carried out between 1975 and 1979, they found roughly 5,000 items underground. Pieces that belonged to the old world, including 15 heads and 22 torsos. For anyone who's been here for the first 102 episodes, we know that there was more. They took these items and stored them for 30 years in the repositories of the National Archaeological Museum of Cagliari. Yet again, they can give us any number they'd like, and we cannot verify this information.
Hold on. Let's just take a moment to look at how creepy this statue is, though. Look at how both the eyes are just so round like that. Like, why would the artist make the eyes look that creepy? That's what's got me drawn in. Is like, what is this creepy creature? What is this? Lion's head, dog heads, crazy fifth element, opera singer heads. The removal, XLR, the removal of head statues represents removing of knowledge or what it is. I feel like we're getting closer to the truth once we start seeing stuff that's getting deliberately, sabotaged. It's like, oh, why'd you do that? What you trying to hide, bucko? But what is this face, though, man? This creepy R2-D2 face, man. Or C-3PO.
They can say 15 heads, and it could have been hundreds or even thousands for all that we know, especially when they remove them from the site and store them for 30 years. What have they done to the originals after 3 decades? You tell me. Again, we have shown that if we were to go and do the work of an archaeologist.
I mean, we do that on these waters. But just soak it in real quick, man. Look how forward they made the damn forehead. I'm starting to think, is this thing even human? Because the ears are a little too high. Now that I'm saying something, their ears are high, What is this? Owl face? Kelly with the 199. Let's go, Kelly. Thank you. Oh, we diving tonight, gang. Rumac, you already know. Yes, Evans 970. Huge blessing.
That would be illegal in every country. We can't just go find giant heads and remove them from everybody's view for 30 years. These people do that, and everybody's just fine with that. In fact, whatever they come up with is what's taught in schools. We study this. And then the kids get graded on it, and everybody's just fine with that. Until now, while only a few of the most important pieces were exhibited in the museum, the others, hidden from the public of course, along with the statues, other sculptures found at the site include large models of buildings and sacred stones, a site that was just found in the 1970s in Italy, our timeline, our civilization. And then Bobby, hit
that like button, guys. We almost 1K strong in here. I want 1,000 likes. Let's try to get this thing to 1,000 likes, guys.
History major is gonna tell all of us that they just abandoned this site in the late 4th century BC.
Jeff, you hit the nail on the head. The original crash test dummy. Damn, the yellow ones, I remember that. That's what it looks like.
You know, 2,400 years ago. Pinning it down. Not the 5th century BC. Not the 3rd. Can you believe that this is just accepted by millions of people for so long? They just make up any date they'd like. We were all like, wow, that's amazing. Thank you for figuring that out. Knowing all about the negative 3000s because they tested that local leaf near the site. Built between the 11th and the 8th century BC. You know, between 2,700 and 3,100 years ago. But this is, of course, debated. Removing these from our timeline for so long, we know how they destroy the heads. Thousands of statues from the old world, hiding their true appearance, hiding what people actually looked like in the old world. A timeline that was here before our civilization started back up in the 17 and 1800s. Remember, in order for limestone to look like this, you would have to go down to your basement and grab your hammer and then smack it and then hit it repeatedly to chip away at it.
Oh, so they defaced these boys. They hit it so many times with the hammer and defaced it.
These two statues were found at the same location. There is clearly no weathering going on. This one on the right is showing us that something odd was going on with their faces. But that one might not have been showing enough to take a hammer and smack it in the face. The one on the left has clearly been destroyed since finding it. And now I know for sure that we were correct about the hands.
Wow. Gail Brown, you have great facts. Thank you, Gail, for the $1.99. That is huge. Helps us out a lot. If you guys look, it looks like he has some type of Darth Vader respirator on this right photo when we really zoom in. And what is that? Like some type of... Is this robotic? I'm starting to get robotic vibes from these statues, man. What was the ancients doing? Were these their robots?
First off, this guy's head's destroyed. But take a look at his hands. His right hand is gone. These statues of the past, they depict what they knew about the world that they lived in. They are hiding the hands of the past from all of us. For one, because they either had 6 fingers, like we've shown, they were holding something of significance, or they were wearing something that would give it all away. And I guarantee that some of them had watches on as well as other things. Would any of us be shocked if they had an Apple Watch on? Me either. Imagine them finding these. Oh no, guys. We got 3 Apple Watches down over here. 4 over there? Oh my gosh. All right, bring these back to my office. I'm gonna need to get my hammer out for 30 years. The feet are gone too, and they probably had Nikes on. Like I've said so many times, I personally trust what is depicted in the stonework from the old world rather than what some random guy is telling me about the site. A guy that was born in the 1900s, telling me all about the negative 3000s. No thanks. And I am shocked that these are being shown to us. Depictions of the past, in my opinion, showing us that there were individuals here, where we all live, that don't look anything like we do today. Yet again, elongated heads, massive horns. It's just art, of course. Right. These small figures have helped to reassemble the giants because of their similar features. Similar features. Horns, elongated heads. It's very interesting. Again, telling us all about the pottery, saying, aside from the pottery, excavations haven't found much. Recovering very few finds. Yeah, right. Telling us that they found 5,000 depictions of the past in the 1970s, and then removing them from us for 30 years, storing them, and then destroying so many of them, in my opinion. Oh.
Yeah, we can't forgive them for that. They took a hammer to this. What was he wearing? Some sky goggles or something? What made it so bad that you had to take it away from us so we couldn't see.
Oh, did I forget to tell you? These statues are over 8 feet tall, giants that depict a very different history than what we've all been told. I believe we are exposing what the history and
one of you guys said crash test dummy. Let me find that. Hold on, let me find that for us. Man, y'all are funny, man. Save image. Wait till y'all see this. Now, let's go back to this. Oh, no. Now watch this. Y'all said crash test dummy, right? I mean, it looks similar. But those circles, those owl eyes that they gave him just is looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? They're giving me robot vibes. I don't know about you. Statue built, not carved, sometimes clipped together, made wooden originally. If you put it on a map where the Pope is knocking on those 5 doors, draw a line, it creates a devil's signet. Damn. Chris, all of that. Archons and custodians don't want us to know. Bro, did that statue have ripped jeans? Almost 1K. Let's hit it. Oh, you're right. We are almost at 1K. Let's get it. Y'all going crazy on this live. I love it.
what the individuals of the past truly looked like after the destruction. Restoration project was carried out from 2007 to 2012. The 25 statues that they're telling us about, some warriors, archers, and boxers, have been exhibited to the public. But before this, the public was blocked off from these items. Once it is blocked off from the public, this is the second that the rest of the story that they want to tell me, it becomes irrelevant. You cannot take items in the back away from all of us and then come back and tell me that these are the originals. You don't get to do that. It doesn't work like that. And then tell me to trust what the same people are telling us about 3,000 years ago. That is not the way an investigation works. Removing evidence and making up your own story. And anyone questioning this ridiculous narrative that this sketchy group just pulled out of their just made up, questioning them marks you as an outsider. Well, guess what? Closing my eyes and blindly trusting this narrative that keeps secrets from all of us for 30 years in the basement. This didn't make it into my DNA.
What's going on with this channel? Is he saying January 4th, something's about to go down? What happens January 4th?
And I have a feeling I'm not the only one. Finding this site in the 1970s and finally allowing the exhibition to become accessible to the public in 2011. This is incredible. Taking nearly 40 years. This is not to preserve truth. This is prep work for mass manipulation. And this is exposed now. Again, we are correct. It is more than 25 statues. It always is. And they aren't going to give us the true number. But we know that there are more, especially when we're told that according to the most recent estimates, the total has gone up to a total of 44 statues, not 25 anymore. And I guarantee there's more in the back. So when they say the exhibition has become permanently accessible to the public, remember, there are more being stored, as we were told, in the back. We are dealing with a bunch of liars, and they are terrible at it. We are picking these stories apart every single week. They are being exposed. And I believe it's time that their supposed research in the back, their restoration projects, all of it, it needs to be.
That is the day the Pope opens the last portal. Uh-oh. What happens when he opens that last portal? What's going to come through? Is the question.
Be transparent to the public. From the second that they find these old world items until they are set on display, there should never be a closed door to any.
If the Pope on January 4th, well, we got to type that in. Let me type it in. What happens January 4th? Like they'll tell me. Nothing is from what I see. But I had to look it up just to be for sure. I'd love to see where your guys' sources are for what's going down.
Item that was just found. According to the most recent estimates, once the restoration has been completed, it is planned to return the majority of the finds to be displayed in a museum. The majority, not all. This restoration project should be a live stream. We should all be able to see what's going on right now. This is a plan, by the way, to return the majority of them to the people. It's the plan, but nothing's set in stone, as they say. And we are just getting started today. Welcome to episode 103 of My Lunch Break. I hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new, welcome. And I want to thank all of our sponsors over on Patreon. Thank you to FlatEarthDave.com. You can check out his app, the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac app. I'll put the link right in the description. And you can use my was indeed involved in politics. He served as the regional councillor in Sardinia during the exact same years that they found this site, from 1969 to 1974.
So what are you guys saying? The Pope, there's a video of the Pope opening the portal. Let me see if I could type that in, because that sounds like something I want to see. Pope opens portal.
On Christmas Eve, the Vatican. On Christmas Eve.
Oh, I guess that is a thing. It says
Eve, the Vatican.
Christmas Eve, the Vatican Pope opens this door. It feels really dark. One of the portals of Lucifer's tomb. Wow, y'all was not lying. And they're live streaming that on Christmas Day. Damn, I'm just now hearing about this. These are the keys. They're just like Port Santa. And one of these said is to Lucifer's tomb. If they never open it, maybe there's a reason why they never opened it before. And what's significant about them opening it now? Like, what's inside these portals? Why are we opening these portals? And why are we messing with Lucifer's tomb? And on Christmas and Jesus' birthday. Speculation is that Jesus was actually born on Christmas. Wasn't born, but we celebrated Jesus' birthday. What are we opening or what? Damn. We gotta dive into that, don't we? That's for tomorrow's video. Oh my God. Y'all was not lying. We'll do some more research on that tomorrow and fully
So
break it
who
down.
is telling all of us all these dates of 3,750 to 3,300 BC? Who's telling us this stuff anyway? It wouldn't be the political figure, right? No, it couldn't be. Where the first sculpture in Sardinia, these ones right here, are much more ancient than the statues that we've been discussing today. Wow, even older ones? That's so cool. This is amazing. There's even older ones that date back 5,774 years. Wait, who is telling us this? Giovanni Lilio? Wait, what? A political figure? The regional counselor in Sardinia is telling all of us about the year negative 5,774. This has got to be the end of your trust in the mainstream narrative. Knowing that a political figure in Italy was busy getting his hands on the narrative, does that not just stick the dagger in it? Oh, and the other guy, this guy thinks it's from 8,000 years ago. I don't know. What do you all think? You think these are from 5,000 years or 8,000? I was thinking more like 50,000. You gotta look at the side right there. It really does give it all away. By the way, they never find these things in the 1500s. They never find them in the 1400s. They find it in the 18 and 1900s every single time. Our timeline, the finder is finding this in 1949. Finding these following an excavation inside of a cave, where this gets interesting. It was not found in the pile of other artifacts. It was found imprisoned in a mass of bone breccia. This is a deposit of fragments of bones, of vertebrae, all found inside this cave. We all know that they found so much more, especially when they found pottery. The pottery, it's given to us so that we stop looking and think all they were doing was making a bunch of pottery. And then we don't ask who these individuals were, or what they looked like, or what they were holding, or whatever else was found at the site. You gotta give them the pottery so they have something to be excited about, and all the good stuff we take. Now remember, the giant statues we started off with. We take. Now remember, the giants.
He does look like C3PO. That let me pull him up really quick. From Star Wars. But his ears is what's throwing me off. Like, if you look at his ears, let me bring it to full mode. And if we look at his ears, why is his ears so damn high? Is this where they got C3PO from? It almost look like C3PO was based off of him, doesn't it? Guys, do you see this? Chuck, look up Steve Fletcher's information on portholes. I believe this is C3PO. R2D2 is the little beep beep boop boop. You know, the little one that be going crazy. I used to rock with Star Wars, man. I need to finish Mandalorian and Boba Fett and what's that other one out? Acolyte. I need to finish those, man. I got so many stuff I need to watch, y'all. I really need to catch up on my lunch break. This is getting interesting.
Statues we started off with. It's in the middle of the water. Not only that, but check this out. Take a look at where it's located. The discovery of the giant statues was actually made by accident in 1974. A farmer was plowing his field when he came across large stone fragments. Digging deeper, they found more. And of course, they blocked the farmer off from the site, as they typically do restrict the public access to their excavation sites, blocking us off to preserve what they find, control the narrative, destroy what needs to be destroyed, and of course, many countries have strict laws about who is allowed to work on old world sites, ensuring the proper people get to see what is being discovered. And then we all have to trust what they say at the end. Does this sound good to all of you? It sounds pretty messed up if you ask me. This does not sound like a very trustworthy system that's in place. This seems like they don't want us to see things if you ask me. It seems like a nervous bunch. Let's be honest. They're hiding everything. They're blocking us off immediately from sites. They destroy everything, and they chop the heads off of most of the statues from the past. They are restricting access, but they leave just enough for us to figure it out if we can. I'm at the point where this is a game, and they want to see who can figure it out. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. Did they find the real C-3PO in 1975 to 1979?
I was wondering if he's gonna say it or not, but there it is. He let it go. The dots are being connected.
9. And then take that knowledge and go make Star Wars. Because we just saw what years they found this. It's 1975 to 1979. Introducing C-3PO to all of us right in the middle in 1977. Are we right or are we right? And who is this George Lucas anyway? I'm gonna get sidetracked here for a second. This is too weird. George Lucas, he created Star Wars. George Lucas just so happened to film Star Wars in Italy. I'm gonna stop there. I think we all get the point. We know they found more. They always do. And if they didn't, we wouldn't be blocked off immediately every single time.
Hey, this is getting creepy. What does George Lucas really know? There's so many similarities you can put with Jedis using the Force, midichlorians. And that's what, there's like something similar that measures the soul. Midichlorians or something like that. But in Jedis, it's called midichlorians. They're two similar names. He mixes it up a lot. But George Lucas is really onto something. He's like showing you the truth, but not really showing it to you. You know, he takes a lot of the truth and spinning it is what I'm seeing. What do you guys think about that?
They wouldn't hide things in the basement for 30 years. And check this out. Tartaria, I believe this belongs to you. And this might belong to you as well, or maybe St. Louis, episode 45. Thank you to all of our badge members. We're over 350 of you now. I never thought that it would get that high, and that's just incredible. Of these statues are removed, and we know that when they don't remove the head, it exposes so much about the past. Once we pointed this out about the heads being removed, it is now impossible to unsee it. Every time I look at one of these statues, it gets clearer and clearer that something is being hidden. Finding these in Paris, we find these all over the world. There's no coincidences at this point. I believe this world was covered with so many different creatures, beings, and they were massive. The civilization before was huge. It was powerful. They were extremely intelligent. And they were not limited to just pottery nights on Wednesdays. This world where we all live today is so much different than what we are being told. And we are just starting to uncover this. We are seeing patterns, exposing sites, exposing the old world, the truth about what these individuals possibly looked like, what this world looked like before we all got here, and what we are being hidden from today. Are we the most advanced civilization to ever be here? You tell me. I'll be back next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Huge shout out to My Lunch Break. Definitely make sure you check them out, like and subscribe, you know, because I might be talking about something and you can put the pieces together for me, because there's so many episodes I haven't seen that I need to watch. I can't get enough of it, but I love diving into the episodes with you guys and doing a live reaction, you know, and we come up with stuff we can dive on off of the videos, which is even more amazing. And I just thank you for that, guys. But yeah, huge shout out to My Lunch Break. Be sure you check them out. You guys know what time it is. Time to get in beyond the ice wall. We're picking up at Osiris in the Independent Lands. What did we need to accomplish in our last step? That our brothers change their perception, their perspective, and break the conditioning was key. Our forces could never liberate and our people who defended their oppressor. In their minds, we would be their colonizers who put at risk their current state and also their lives. The custodian system was strongly implemented. The existing air pollution also hindered our mission. Although there was a great resistance from several sectors, it was still not enough for us to act. Surprisingly, several other races visit us with the intentions of acting against the custodial yoke that was really exhausting, as well as threatening their circles. What do they mean by circles? Are they talking about the different 172 worlds beyond the ice wall? All the help was welcome. The Pleiadians has entered the chat. Pleiadians now. We're interested in also being able to liberate the source and annihilate the oppressive races. Their system was close to the second dome. Exiting near the second ice walls in the passage between the Mermaid Lands and the Island of Death was unfeasible. Not many could survive the beasts that existed there, so everything had to be done by air. See, that's why those airships were so prevalent back in the day, man. Everyone's asking, where's the Tartarians? Where's the Tartarians? They dipped. They got on the airships and they took off. They not about to stand around and get hit with these chemtrails and this aluminum and this Baal in the air. They said, we're gone. These 5G waves, y'all tripping. We harnessing the ether. Out the New Republic, or find us our own little Tartarian land. They dipped, y'all. The Pleiadians had been under custodial power for some time and had left them on the verge of extinction. Their great technological development of ships and spiritual made them miraculously resistant, and today they became a great free society. Being close to the celestial lands, they were also aware of some of the custodial attempts to enter. They have seen how they used humans on several occasions, as well as other races in the lands of Mars. There were several colonies of different races that had been moved by the custodians and Anunnaki. The custodians and the Anunnaki, they wanted to populate the place with several races where they were in control. The local race was undeveloped and had to be put up much resistance in their colonizations. Guys, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you dip. The humans that were there now all belong to the new humanity of the last reset, and all of them had earned their passage by help given in different missions against their own brethren. We had labeled these lands as noxious in reference to the future. The lands that were outside the circle were really discarded by the colonizers as they were considered the most of them did not have any minerals or race that could be of interest for the custodians or the Anunnaki. In fact, many lands have been overlooked in their travels, observing them very overlooked. This had generated that many races would begin to develop in these lands, as they were there for long times, prosperous places without having any intervenience with colonizing races. So that means the custodians and Anunnaki didn't see no minerals. They didn't want nothing they had, and they said, look, y'all can just keep advancing, whatever. We don't want nothing to do with y'all. That's crazy. They ain't got to worry about no resets. Then in the period of the creation of the Great Pyramids and the exploration in Egypt and Central America, some humans were sent into the lands beyond the dome, together with custodial leaders, but they never revealed any passage, but were transferred with the use of hallucinogens and in altered states of consciousness, many of which were presented to them as different types of gods. The immersed land of Osiris was the beginning of the end of the piece of the land surrounding the great walls, along with the thousands of in the deepest oceans known. Osiris, one of the custodial leaders, took a colony of humans to these lands, but they never let these humans manage to leave. They did not want them to ever discover important lands like Lemuria or Atlantis, since at the time there were still vestiges of human birth and their great advance that had been left there. Next chapter. The land of Orion and the Greys. And we will do that probably tomorrow. We are on a roll with these lives. Guys, if you enjoy me reading this book and diving into this, let me know in the comments below. The code word for today is what's a good code word for today? I would say type Osiris. Osiris is the code word. If you made it this far, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you dip. Go to my bell icon. Make sure you have your bells notified to all so you don't miss a video. When you like the video, it helps get more videos like this in front of you. So be sure you hit that. And it's your boy Jet Ski Chuck. We're gonna be back tomorrow with another live. And also, I'm gonna be working on more videos on my Dark Water 9 channel. So be expecting me to be pumping videos on my second channel, Dark Waters 9. Link is in my bio. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on this, on the most disturbing videos and theories that will keep you up all night. I'm Jet Ski Chuck, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Huge shout out to Evans for the $49.99 donation, and welcome to all the members. And thank you to all the supporters, Buckled Up Buckles, Dark Water 9 Explorers. You guys are huge. Thank you very much. Hey, listen!
There.